Here in Azerbaijan for the F1 Rapid Racers Round 4. We're qualifying. All the cars are just in the pits. We got 13 drivers today, immediately after the actual F1 qualifying, so that kind of explains why some people are not out here yet, as we are going to switch over to the actual race and not the holding scene. But here we are now. Remember, put your predictions down on who's going to win, and you will get 100 rapid points. Remember, the top rapid points holder at the end of the season will get the Loyal Fan Award, which are a few special prizes, as we have a few cars coming out right now. Just on their outlast, we are following Silent Ace in his Rebel. Now, Baku is an interesting circuit because it's just so tight. It's the new Monaco that everyone loves and likes, as Gearx is also out. Gearx, yes, we'll just follow Gearx right now, since he doesn't really have that pit glitch. But Baku is a tale of two stories. First part of the track, very 90 degrees, long straights, 90 degrees, long straight, 90 degrees. The second part of the track, which is entered right here, is very flowy and tight and twisty. Especially here. I like to call this Maldonado, and this is probably where you'll see a few incidents. So let's go look at our predictions right now. We got somebody, Alien Hunter, or Hun1, is voting for Gearx, and then Casualty is voting for Ipany, so we got 2 for Ipany. But yeah, a few interesting predictions, as Baku's also home to the longest straight. Well, it's not really the longest straight, but this is all flat out right here. Quick left, right, going down the front straight is under the Fanatec sign. I believe that's new. And then they open up DRS, and this is a flying lap of Baku on board KMH Gearx. His teammate Formula Danny won't be with us today, as I believe he is in England preparing for the next round of the F1 Esports Series, as Gearx has a bit of a lockup going into turn 2. Opens up DRS again, down that back side straight. Yeah, it's the back straight. Hard on the brakes. This is where a few incidents might happen on the first lap. Some spearing may occur. That little transition into the smaller back straight, to this little chicane right here. Very tricky. You don't want to run onto the curbs. Your car will spin out. See his back end just a little bit slippery right there. A good setup is what you need, but from all we heard from all the guys right now, finding the perfect setup is not. Oh! Gearx hit the wall right there. Is from that camera angle, he did hit the wall. I do not see any damage on that front wing, but that will impact his lap. Might see some different strategies going through there, as in some cars might get a little bit out of control, clip that wall, might lose a wheel. Will there be a safety car today? You never know. Safety cars are enabled in this league, so will there be a VSC, as Hypers sets the first lap time of the day of a 1:37.392. As Gearx comes down the front straight, long front straight, you're going to see a lot of drafting battles going on here, as he stays down the inside, looking to maximize that and gets second. So Hypers currently sitting on pole in the Williams. Won't be seeing that a lot. We're going to go on board with Assassin in the Alfa Romeo, as the Force India's Adrian and Summit sit down the 138s. Yellow flags in Sector 1. As Jan Feller and the McLaren. Oh no, he was just taken by Fulton. Getting the fast tires. The first one to get the 136.929. Fulton driving for Ferrari. Let's see. Oh, his teammate Allen is not in this race as well. A lot of personal issues happening right now with a few of the drivers, and that's why some of the familiar names will not be here. I was not updated. Or Allen's being trolled by TT. Oh, his 85 has just left the session. But we have let out a driver's notice for not retiring while your car is on track, because if you do, your car will not leave the track, just be a giant door stop. So there might be a few penalties laid out after the Grand Prix. Speaking of penalties, a few cars after last race were misused from penalties, and we have a slight position change during the championship. They were not, I believe it was just a place to switch with the stop-go penalties not counting. But currently, Fulton leading off as we have the yellow flag in Sector 2. Who is on and out? Who's on a flying lap right now? It'll be 2-2, 4-4-4-4-4-4. Coming up to the Cashville section, Notice Maldonado misses and just navigates that very cleanly. 2-2-4-4-4-4-4. Or he's promoting Alan T's Twitch channel, but Alan T isn't in this race. I don't know why he's doing that. It's Meepster. But he's holding on a good line. Driver number 36 drifting it around. Definitely listening to some Eurobeat as he's going around the final corners onto this back straight. Pull up the lap telemetry here to give y'all a aspect. This is going to be a very close one. Not pole position, but he's going to sit down in 7th place with 10 minutes to go. Definitely time to improve there for 2-2, 4-4-4, 4-4-4. Car that is on his outlap right now is Janab, his first race full-time with Rapid Racers after getting a contract signed with Williams. Be very happy with his new contract, and he also got a new wheel and other deal. So congratulations, Janab. Welcome to Rapid Racers. Oh, that's my quality. As Janab's pulled off to the side, I believe he's making some room as he's going to Maldonado. Just being very consistent, as that is very annoying to listen to. As Monster was held up by Janab and Maldonado, and I believe he hit a wall because I don't see a front end plate. Yes, he did. Monster, the first one that I can tell that's fallen victim to Maldonado's. He has a damaged front right. Oh, he hit the wall again. Well, that's even more carbon fiber off his wing as he completely cuts that corner. Come on, Monster. Well, he's limping to the pits right now. He's definitely not going to finish this lap. With 9 minutes to go, Monster looking for a better lap. Let's go on board with Janab. As I believe, yes, he is starting his flying lap right now on the super soft tires. So let's actually show everyone what they got fitted right now. Everyone's on the ultra soft at the top. Silent Ace on the soft tires, as well as Zelop. I believe they're just going to try to go for the longer lasting tires and then go for the quick stab at the end. But super soft strategy may work out, as you see Assassin sitting in 8th place. He does have the pace up there. But with Monster and Ipany and Zelop, also Janab, leading out the few top 10 spots, they might have a jump on Assassin very soon. As Janab coming up to Maldonado right here, goes in very close. Very conservative round there, almost clips the wall. Everyone almost clips the wall. He gets really loose at the exit of the castle section. Around these long left-handed sweepers, going around the old city, hard on the brakes. Hops the curb just a little bit, nearly clips the wall, but he's just holding it in there, making Williams be like, yes, this is a good decision to have Janab here. As a Red Bull is pulled off to the side. I believe that is Silent Ace, who's going to get a little bit of tow off his Janab. I don't know how much of a tow. Oh, here goes Janab down the front straight. Opens up DRS. Welcome to the RR, Janab. What will your time be? Sets a 1:39.224 on those super soft tires. Sits him in 10th place. Almost gets 9th on Silent Ace, but he's looking for more. As Ipony. A few fans in chat cheering for Ipony right now. Ipony drive for Renault. The only Renault driver currently for us on those Hypersofts is his outlap, I believe. Or his first lap. They aren't registering tire laps right now, so I believe Ipony will be running on a flying lap as Fulton sets the new fastest time of a 1:36.665. Great lap from the Ferrari driver. Okay, back to Ipony as he comes around that final corner, hard on the gas through these sweepers. So we see both cars moving both ways. Some going into the gas section, some coming out of it. But here goes Ipony. Opens up DRS down. Oh, he goes into the pits. Ipony didn't look on pace right there. He's going to go into the pits right there. Yes, he would have definitely finished 11 right there. Should have done a 1:36.666. Hello, Lucky Richard gone to 99. Thank you for the suggestion for... It was just a tiny bit faster. Fulton was just a tiny bit faster, but there's always room for somebody else to come in there. But Fulton just barely etched out that gap to the Devil's number. We're following the Sauber of Monster. Hasn't set a lap time yet. Going into Maldonado. He hit that last time on his flying lap. He flipped it just again. Does he have damage? No damage that I can see on his front wing, but he is flinging his car around, but he did hit the wall. As Z-Wop has been disqualified from the session, where he's parked in a dangerous location. Oh! He spun. Must have locked up going in to that right-handed turn as he pulls his car off into that narrow area. And it must have just spun and gone. Just, tough for Z-Womp right there. First race of Rapid Racers. Hopefully his race will be better. As Feller gets second. I don't know what I'm doing. As Monster has retired from the session, sitting in third. Jan Feller sits in second. Monster jumped up to third. And a few people cheering for Gearx. He is in the pits right now with 4 minutes to go. Feller goes into the pits right now. Who is on a flying lap? It's Assassin. Coming down the front straight. He's going into the pits. Yes, he is. Ooh, this is quite dicey pit lane. Some people might be attacking in this pit lane, but Ipony Loreno is on his outlap. Remember, put your predictions on who will win this race in the chat right now. A few people cheering for Gearx, a few people cheering for Ipony. And yeah, 2 for Gearx and 1 for Ipony. I'm not supposed to be biased. But remember, whoever has the most rapid points at the end will win the Rapid Racers Loyal Fan Award as Ipony just smacks into the side of that wall. The Loyal Fan Award will contain a prize that will remain a secret until the final race. But Ipony on his outlap, trying to get the best exit out of that corner. I don't think smacking into that wall will be the best for him. But with 2 minutes and 53 seconds left in the qualifying session, Ipony dives into the pits, probably for a new change of tires, so almost hits the wall. The speeds of these guys that go into the pits is just insane. Someone on a flying lap right now is 2244444. Sponsored by Alan T, the Ferrari driver who's not here today. So carrying the Finnish flag for Alan T would be the Haas driver of 2244444. Ipunate just warming up his tires on this outlap as we see Fulton just drive past him on a different tire warming strategy. Both of them on the ultra soft tires, 22444, looking just to go the slower way as we're going to go spectate Fulton's outlap as everybody's on an outlap right now. And it's about to get fast here with less than 2 minutes to go. How do I get into one of these? Well, you can just message us on Twitch and we will provide you with a link to our Steam group and our Discord if you want to join in the league. There is an application process and one of our admins will get to you on that. But this is a PC F1 league and we do accept, most of us just have to be very consistent in your showing up. You will be put into a free agent role until season 4. But this is currently round 4, but just message us and we will get the details to you right there as Fulton has entered his flying lap for the last time with 58 seconds to go. This is crunch time. No mistakes here. Remember, the driver tires during this final part on the track might be a penalty issued after the race for impeding other drivers since the AI does some weird stuff with your car. But we're taking it nice and clean through this opening section. That loud whirling sound is not part of his car, it's just a part of a weird specter. You can still send us a message, we'll see what we can do. That's just for the people wanting a full-time seat. As our current pole sitter of Fulton leading his way through the first and second sectors. Time to enter Maldonado as he hits the wall just barely. That front right tire clipping the outside of that wall. No damage that I can see on his front wing. Yes, he does not have any damage, but that might have impeded his time as he's entering sector 3. Hard on the brakes, going into this left-hander. Almost takes out the camera. Into the final left-hander. Onto the front straight. Goes over those curbs and into the sweepers. Down the front straight, Fulton pedal to the metal, opens up DRS. And across the line, he does set a faster time, just barely, the 1:36.549. Where does Feller have a chance to go? Feller into the sweepers he goes. As Gierek sets a second place time of 1:36.892. Feller opens up DRS. Down the front straight. Will he get pole? Will he get on the front row? Yes, he does. The 1:36.780. Sits Jan Feller. How does Hypers do in the Williams? Both the Williams are actually getting a tow. This is a brilliant strategy move by Janab and Williams. They're side by side. It's a drag race qualifying as no. Hyper sits in 5th as Janab sits in 11th. I don't think Janab set a faster time and he was just trying to help out his teammate. Hypers did set off a... They're still racing. They're still racing it even in there. But congratulations to Fulton as he gets the pole position here in Azerbaijan, as I somehow still get experience for just talking. Ipanese too slow. But remember, put your predictions in the chat as we are here done with qualifying. Here are your results. Fulton, Feller, Gierek, Monster, Hypers, Intersife, Silent Ace, 2244444, Assassin, Janab, Ipany with Z-Womp. Following up at the end of the grid after being disqualified. And thank you, Wu-Tang for Kids, for the follow. Following is an easy way to get rapid points. 10 points added to you, and every minute you get a rapid point. At the very end of the season, whoever has the most rapid points will win the loyalty point career. The guy at the top right here is me, and I don't count myself or any of the admins. So yeah, put your prediction in the track. Correct predictions, 100 points. Any prediction made after lap 1 is invalid. As we are waiting on everybody for this formation lap, let's crack open a cold one and get ready for Baku. Yes, I did plan this out. A little information about the league. Rapid Racers is a independent league. We consist of, well, what the fuck? Well then, 2-2. That was interesting. Well, okay then. I was caught completely off guard by that. Okay, I need to get a hold of myself. As we're on this formation lap, after that Hodge just decided to floor it. Insert a SpongeBob meme of him flooring it and it's going into the wall. As Foten leads out the pack, going into Maldonado through this section, there might be a chance of a safety car with a little bit of issues, as we already had one car going to the wall today, a few during qualifying sessions, so this might be a big chance at a very interesting start. As we're going to go on to our position change, but starting first is Foten, a Ferrari driver. His teammate Alenti will not be here this race, and he is looking for his good win in Season 3. Feller starting behind him. Feller looking very confident, finished top 5 constantly, and he's looking for his good start today. So they're all coming down the front row. Gierix, the favorite, as some might say, is he's starting in third, second row, as people are ghosting and getting ready to... Oh. Feller was just disqualified from the formation lap. As we got some votes for Hypers sitting down in 5th. The Williams drivers looking very confident as all these AI cars are doing their own thing, as they are all lining up to each other. It's a formation lap in an online game. They don't really matter. Well, these do, because tire wear and all that. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It's 5 red lights. And away they go for the F1 Rapid Racers round 4 here in Baku. As Jan Feller gets an amazing start going down the inside there side by side. Monster pushes Gierix as Jan Feller and Foten are in the wall immediately. Feller and Foten both in the wall collisions for the leaders. Feller got off worse than that, and he's in the wall. Oh, it's happened immediately. As going down, we see T2244, the Haas gets a little bit of instant with Silent Ace. Going way back in there, but Gierix and Monster. Hypers jumped up 2 places after both of the front row guys start off immensely, as they're all focusing down into that single line precision parade down here in the opening lap, going up into Maldonado. Will there be any incidents? Everyone's keeping it very clean through there. No risk being done. Let's go back to the battle at front as Gierix and Monster. Gierix actually already a second ahead of the Alfa Romeo. Monster was on the inside, pushed Gierix out wide as Gierix hit the wall, and I believe that's part of his front wing. Let's go on board with Girex. I believe he is missing a bit of his front wing end plate. Look at that. Oh, his Adersife has retired from the session. Where is Adersife? Oh, there he is. He's in the wall. He binned it already. Adersife got loose into the final left-hand turn as Assassin and Silent Ace. This is a wild drag race heading into turn 1. It's a 3-wide drag race. I'm putting down the inside, Silent Ace in the middle. But Assassin holds off on the outside as Ipany and Silent Ace now battling it out. Silent Ace holds around the outside, and I believe he will get it. Yes, he does. Let's go to the front between Girex and Monster. This is a crazy start. What a crazy first lap as Feller and Fulton both got into the pits. Fulton ending off worse than that. Well, both of them ending off worse. They're both 10 places down from their start after that first lap collision. If there is any first round collisions in Baku, I would say this was insane. As the gap between Some Idiot and 5th place as they're all heading into Maldonado. No mistakes for Monster right there as he's closing in on Girex. Some Idiot and Hypers closing down the top. Hypers diving down the inside. I guess he got a bit loose on the exit. But Monster closing in on Girex. It's going to be a very high drafting going on this front straight. Girex trying to hold off Monster as best as he can. DRS is not enabled, but the slipstream effect on this track is so big that he doesn't even need it as Monster is going to go down the inside air side by side. Oh, there, Monster on the inside, Girex on the outside. Girex is in Monster's slipstream. Monster sets the new fastest lap as Some Idiot in the background trying to make a move on Hypers, but no, Monster's going to make that clean overtake right there. No battle going into turn 1, but Girex locking up the brakes, almost riding Monster's gearbox. As we'll have a little radio message from Adersife as Girex dives down the inside. And yes, he does make the move going into turn 3, heading into turn 4. Girex holding the lead as Monster's right behind in 2nd. Hypers following him up with Some Idiot in 4th. This is a little train, but this is all the top 4 leaders. Leading the field off with 3 laps into this race. Might have a radio message from Adersife. Ipany jumping up 5 positions from his top. He is certainly the best starter of this race. As I don't know who came off worth there. Was it Adersife, Feller, or Fulton? I'm going to have to say Adersife just for the fact that he's retired, and we might go to an interview with him later on during this race. Because I may be muted in Discord, deafened in Discord, and he might just be trying to talk to me. But currently, Girex and Monster flying down the front straight. Let's go on board with Monster sitting in that slipstream. Going around the outside, he flings it to the outside. Let's get a better view, please. Oh, wait, no, Girex dived into the pits. They're going into the pits already. They are going into the pits already. Hello, Adersife. Welcome to the chat. I may be muted in Discord. But as people are in the pits already, we might go to you very soon. So let's hop over to our interview section and interview the Force India driver of Adersife. Hello, Adersife. So,
hello.
The opening lap, what happened?
Yeah, it was the first lap, and we were very happy to see us fighting for the podium since lap 1 because of the accident between Photon and Feller. And I just wanted to tell Some Idiot that it was fantastic, and I clicked the keyboard, and stopped watching my TV and just I didn't turn. And yeah, silly mistake, but
So what you're saying is you let go of the wheel just to watch the start.
yeah, I was so happy that I crashed it, and I don't know. I hope some idiot scores his second podium and the first for this season. And yes, that's it. That is our objective this season.
Well,
so,
some idiot just made a move around the outside on Hypers with P2. They're side by side going in turbo, but some idiot around the outside. But no, Hypers does not have a fight as some idiot gets P2. But he dives on the inside. Must have had a little bit of oversteer. Commentator's curse.
No, he let him pass again. I don't know why, but he let him. Okay, I have to help some idiot now to give him support. Just wanted to say thank you who is watching the stream. I watched it. I saw 15 people watching.
Well, 17 now. Thank you everybody for showing.
It is good.
It's growing.
Yes. Okay, I will be back at the end of the race.
All right. Well, thank you for giving us a little bit of insight on your first lap incident. Now go help your teammate, and hopefully you have a better race in Spain, your home race. He's left. All right, as Feller has retired for the session. What has happened to Feller? As we are back in the race, Feller has retired from the session for some reason. I believe he's hit a wall somewhere on the track. He just came out of the pits. Well, after that starting incident, as going down the front straight, the battle for third between Hypers and some idiot, as Hypers just clipped the wall just a bit. So we're watching these drafting 2x2 battles. We're on board with some idiot right now. Lap 5. Should see people dive down to the pits right now. Yes, they do. Monster and Hypers both diving down to the pits as some idiot takes the lead. Is right in the back. IPD goes down the inside of Assassin and takes second place. Assassin trying to find a way around the inside around that Renault. As we are going to move over to our tire watcher right now. Some idiot, the longest running on these Hyper Ultra Softs. Well, they're all running, but it's Assassin and some idiot. 5 laps on these Ultra Softs. Some idiot said that a 6 lap would be the optimum time to go into the pits if you do not have any damage, which is looking like the case. We're gonna watch this battle for thirds. That Red Bull of Silent Ace is hitting the wall really hard. Former Haas driver driving for Red Bull this season. He said he likes it better as in Maldonado, very close to the wall right there, as this gap is all being spread out to over second. Everyone want to keep this damage free, but Ipany highs up on these super soft tires and he's going to inherit the lead in the pits. As the first pit stops, the highest pit stop person is Hypers, but will some idiot have the lead going on as he goes into the pits. So we're taking on to Fluffy Dave's helicopter shot. Thank you, Fluffy Dave, Rapid Racers admin. He's also a pilot, so this is why we call it the Fluffy Dave helicopter shot. As some idiot heading into the pits, the crowd roars. Some idiot, yes, late heading into the pits, locked up, attacking that pit lane as Ipany inherits the lead. Also, Assassin diving into the pits as well. Silent Ace holding in second place. Some idiot going for the soft tires as Assassin is going for the super soft tires. So different. No, he's going for the soft tires. But no, Janab sitting in third. Hypers and 222, 444, 444. I hate your name. Are having a little bit of a battle. Coming in for fourth place. 22 is sitting on the super soft tires as Hyper's on the soft tires. He has the freshest tires of the grid right now on those 1 lap old soft tires, with Ipany on the 6 lap old super soft tires. So we've got a yellow flag in sector 1. Who would that be? So I'm trying to figure out who has caused this yellow flag. Let's go on board with Fulton. No, let's not. Let's go on board with 22 and Hypers as they have their battle through Maldonado, as Hypers doesn't have an end plate. Hypers must have hit the wall 22 must have hit the wall somewhere, as he has a bit of an issue as he's trying to chase down Hypers in 4th place. Hard on the brakes. Yes, he is missing a bit. Oh, also Hypers hits the wall as well, losing some carbon fiber bits as 22 goes down the inside of Hypers, losing control of his car. Does not make the move stick, but look at Gearx up behind him. Gearx definitely looking for that DRS boost he gets. As we're going to go on board with Gearx. He's doing it before the DRS. Gearx diving down the inside. 22 staying out of the pits. Gearx might make a move on Hypers, diving out. Yes, he does. He dies. Oh, sold him a dummy, actually. But all of them hard on the brakes as Hypers leads off this little pack. He's on the freshest tires. Ipany still leading the race. Some idiot came out in 7th. There, you see that Force India in the background as Gearx opens up DRS, sitting in that slipstream on Hypers. Going around the outside, Hypers locked up, pushes Gearx around the outside, but it looks like it's going to be Gearx taking the overtake. So he has a switchback on the inside now, but Hypers and Gearx is 2x2 into this chicane. It's a 3-wide chicane with 22 trying to zip it up the inside. Both of them shove it. Oh my goodness. Hold him out as Gearx dives down the inside, but no, there might be a switch up from Hypers. Keep it clean, boys. Oh my goodness, into Maldonado, keeping it clean, single file. Oh my goodness. Gearx making some moves up on the inside of Hypers as they're all battling out as Gearx takes 4th place. What a move by Gearx right there. And we see all these cars in one giant pack. This is racing at its finest as 22 goes extremely wide. Very dangerous re-entry as Monster dodges him. He might have a problem with 22 as all these cars are just rocketing down the front straight. We're going to go on board with Hypers and Gearx. Hypers diving down the inside of turn 1 on the bottom of Gearx, hard on the brakes as 22 is retired for the session. He might have hit the wall somewhere or gone into the pits, or he's just led the session. But that is 3 cars out as Hypers gets the overtake on Gearx. On the front straight, Gearx trying to close down that gap to Hypers right now. Trying to just find the better thing as we see Hypers crossing over onto the curb, bounces car up just a little bit. As they're pulling a bit away from some idiot. Hypers on the freshest tires out of all these guys. Nope, some idiot has the freshest tires, but Hypers is leading this little pack. Will the super soft tires pull off a big of enough gap to have it? It is a 20-second gap to the pit. So Ipany has 18 seconds on Hypers. That has to be 20 if he wants to retain first place. So it's going to be a very interesting fight for Ipany. He'll probably come out ahead in 7th place. If he keeps up his pace, he's going to have to keep pushing if he wants to stay in first place. We'll go back to our interval times between these two drivers. Gearx and the Mercedes going to go on board with him, going down this front straight. And a little bit of gap between him and Hypers, but I think that's just to build up enough speed, get into that slipstream, and open up DRS. Hypers defending on the inside already. Gearx sitting in that slipstream, opens up DRS. See, gets hard on the brakes as I'm going to believe we have a bit of an audio issue. Yes, we do. Sorry about that. The audio was out of sync. I'm sorry. I just fixed a problem. This happens whenever Windows updates happens. Everything just goes out of whack, but the problem is fixed. Thank you for somebody PMing that to me. As there's a yellow flag in Sector 1. Oh, it's Assassin. Assassin locked up and went straight on as he falls down to 9th place. Disastrous for Assassin right there, as we're going to go back to this fight for 4th place between Garrix and Hypers. 26 laps in this track. How much will the super soft tires last as they're just navigating through the castle section? As these two are fighting for this, 10 laps will be the time for the super soft tires guys to go in. Ipuni looking on pace to retain it. I believe so. He's going on for another lap. Yes, he is. So this will be his final pushing lap, as he has a 17-second gap. He is losing time to Hypers in 4th, but Garrix is gaining on Hypers, so this battle might slow down Hypers a little bit, as Silent Ace, the first super soft tire to go into the pits, as Garrix, following Hypers, locks up just a little bit, just looking after his tires as he's trying to chase down Hypers. This fight getting very, very crucial. It's been going on for most of this race, as Garrix gaining tons of ground, going around the outside into turn 3, as Hypers locks it up, sends Garrix into the wall, and then some gaggle of cars. We see some idiot trying to find out and taps the back right wheel of Garrix, as these 4 cars try to slow it down, but look who that benefited. It benefited Ipany, who is 19.2 seconds ahead of Hypers after that incident and that lockup going into Maldonado and turn 3. Turn 3 for Hypers. Definitely not what he needs. 18.9 seconds. Ipany needs 20 to stay in the lead, or around 20 seconds. He's 0.4 seconds off that delta. If he attacks the pit lane at just the right speed, he could retain the lead from Hypers. He will probably jump into 5th or 6th after that incident, as Monster and Hypers are now battling for 3rd place and the inherited lead, as Ipany is actually going for another lap on these super soft tires. 11 laps on them. Everyone running these soft tires, as we're going behind them on Hyper. Monster diving down the inside, goes around on Hypers right there, and he gets the overtake, almost overshoots that corner, as we see Garrix and Hypers still going at it. Oh, Garrix is some idiot going at it, as Hypers sitting behind Monster, opens up DRS. Monster letting up the inside line. Hypers does not want to lock up, but Monster does lock up, but Hypers slips down onto the right behind Monster, just sitting in there in 4th place, not wanting to make a mistake and cause another major incident. These 4 cars all looking for good track position. Lowest on the with tire wear is some idiot, and the highest is Garrix with 8 laps. Later on in the race, that will become crucial with around 14 laps remaining in the session. Ipany looking to switch onto those soft tires coming very soon, and tire wear might be a very issue at the end of this track, as we might get a puncture from these soft tires. Just running 6-8 laps right now from the ultra soft runners, as Ipany jumps into the pits. Where will he come out, as Monster leads off this field? We're going to go on board with Hypers, as he's sitting behind. No, wait, that's Garrix sitting behind Hypers. As Ipany is coming out of the pits right now, but Garrix sends it down the inside. He licks his 6 and sends it to Ipany. He retains the lead coming out of the pits. Ipany retains the lead from Janab, sitting right behind him on those 12-lap old super soft tires. But the Renault team has played the strategy perfectly as Ipany is retaining the lead on those supers. Oh wait, that's Janab. But Ipany retains the lead on the soft tires. He does have it. As the entire first 6 cars are all in the same shot. Janab on the most worn. Monster and Gearx trying to get around him. But Ipany just rocketing away, racing away, driving away, breaking away from this back of field on the freshest tires on the grid. With Assassin on the super softs with fresh tires on the laps, we'll expect to see him. But no, look on the inside, it's Monster sending it down the inside. He hits the wall in front of Janab. Monster sitting in second on those 7-lap old soft tires. Coming down the front straight, Gearx looking to be the next guy to overtake Janab. Janab is the Williams in the center of the stream as all these cars going down full throttle. There goes Gearx down the inside with his Williams teammate of Hypers going around the outside. Yes, he does, as we see Janab going into the pits right there. Will Hypers make a move down the inside? Hypers sends that down the inside. Forces Gearx a bit wide. Good track awareness from Gearx. Not closing it in on Hypers. This battle for third is still going on strong between Hypers and Gearx as they're chasing down Monster and Ipany. Oh man, this should be very close. Ipany does have the... Oh, Ipany! No, he's in the wall! Ipany had it in the bag as we'll see his car in the wall on the exit right there. He must have locked up and gone into the wall. Tough race for Ipany. He had it right there. And Baku just gets anyone where they aren't seeing it. As Assassin's going to be coming up right there. I'm going to keep my eye on Assassin going into this incident because that will catch out everyone. Tough race for Ipany. He had such a big fan support as Monster inherits the lead, and now the battle for the lead is Gearx and Monster. Everyone in the shot has a chance to win with 12 laps to go here in Baku. I can already say this is one insane Grand Prix, and I do not want to look away. We're going to try to have an interview with Ipany at the very end of this race. We're going to try to have an interview with all the drivers, talk about the race as the battle for the lead. Gearx flings it to the outside, Monster defending on the inside. Gearx looking for the switchback move. Monster rides onto the curb just a little bit. No moves being made into turn 2. Big lockup from Monster. They're all getting closer to each other. They open up DRS. Going down the back straight. Has Ipany's car despawned yet? Oh no, it didn't! Monster hit Ipany's car! No! That didn't just happen. Monster running in the lead, locks up and sends it straight to Ipany's car, his car hasn't despawned. Why isn't there a safety car brought out? Monster is furious right now. He's lost his entire front right wing. He's hit his car. Oh no, that is disastrous for the Alfa Romeo. He was looking so good in the lead as we have a yellow flag in Sector 2. Who is that? Did somebody go off and hit the wall? I don't know, but leading the race right now is Gearx with Hypers in second and some idiot in third. Their Monsters incident. Some idiot as Andersyfe has left the session. He was the first car retiring. Baku takes another victim. He's not out of this race just yet, but he just has a lot of damage. Will he go into the pits and just try to go for some fastest laps on super soft tires with 10 laps to go? He might do, as we see some idiot diving down the inside, sells him a dummy. Hypers gave us a move. Some idiot just weaving around the track, trying to find Yes, Monster does go into the pits. What a crazy race so far, as we're going to go on board with some idiot as he's trying to chase down Hypers. Some idiot setting up the inside move. Is that car despawned? No, it's not! Why isn't there a safety car being deployed for that wrecked car? That is very dangerous. So, test. So, I don't think the, Renault will be despawned, so just be careful going into turn 3. Otherwise, great race. A little message to all the drivers to keep a good eagle eye going to turn 3, saying that the car will not despawn. As we have a little bit of camera issue as Fluffy Dave takes us into the sky as some idiot hard on the brakes. Big lockup for him, but he does gain some valuable ground on Hypers right there. So we have a yellow flag in Sector 1 and Sector 2. Now to Sector 1 as some idiot down the inside on Hypers. It's side by side going into the sweeper. Some idiot gets off the gas just a little bit, falls down behind, and it's now a drag race. Going down the front straight. Some idiot opens up DRS. Hypers defending the inside. Somebody goes around the outside. They're side by side. Heading into turn 1, but somebody gets that overtake just nicely. As he's now chasing down Gearx. Some idiot does have the freshest tires out of all these 3 with 10 laps. Gearx has the oldest of 13 laps. Tire wear will come in handy at the very end. Hopefully the car of Ipany will be come out, but it's yellow flag still there as Hypers goes down the inside. Ooh, that despawned car ghosted just in time for somebody as Hypers goes into the wall. He clips it just a bit. Does Hypers have any damage from that? Let's switch our cameras onto Hypers. I do not see any front end plates missing, but that car is has just the color black all over it, so I can't really tell details of it. But no, he does have all the bits and pieces there, as some idiot still sitting in second, 2 seconds, almost 3 seconds behind Gearx on these 10-lap old tires. Some idiot known for eking out some tire life, as Gearx has kind of inherited this lead after a bunch of incidents. As nope, there goes some important bits as Hyper's gone into the wall, losing his front end plate and some front end bits. As yeah, you can see his corner speed is just slowed down immediately, as he's just losing time to some idiot. Speaking of some idiot, the force idiot chasing down Gearx. 2.7 seconds. He knows it's go time, crunch time. Less than 10 laps to go. He knows how to eke out some tire wear, so all eyes are on Gearx, the Mercedes, the favorite to win this race, as Ipany has left the session and just walked past the pit lane. It's just out. Just not wanting to talk to anyone. He's just mad after that. But Gearx tires. That is what. Oh, now it's gone. Car has been despawned. Ipany's car is despawned. Turn 3 is clear. Y'all are clear to lick the stick and send it if you want. Just letting everyone know that the car is gone. As we see some idiot in the background still wiggling his car, trying to get the best grip. He is closing in on Gearx as he heads into Maldonado. This track is still treacherous for anyone on their own, as we're on board with Silent Ace as he's trying to get down to P3 on Hypers. Hypers and Silent Ace battling for P3. Hypers does have some front wing damage, but Silent Ace does not. Silent Ace close in. We got a yellow flag in Sector 2. A little message from Ipany. Bleep, bleep. The game lagged every lap in the same part of the track, then drove into the inside wall. That was eye-opening as we have a battle for third. Silent Ace around the outside of Hypers. Hypers lights it up, but Silent Ace sends it around the outside, and yes, he does get it. Silent Ace gets P3 on Hypers. Silent Ace very happy in that position on those 8-lap fresh soft tires. He will have tire wear to spend and grip to spend. 4 seconds, 6 seconds to the leader. Actually, 7 seconds to the leader. I can't do math right now. 7 seconds to the leader. He will, if he does play it pedal to the metal, he will have the pace and tire wear to close in on Gearx. Like some idiot is closed in 2.222 seconds behind Gearx as they're heading into the Maldonado section or castle section. I call it Maldonado because it's funny. But some idiot closing in. He has the wear. Gearx is taking it easy. Might have to put some pedal to the metal as the gap is closed down to 2 seconds. Everyone separated by 2 seconds, a second to each other as Silent Ace pulled out a 2-second gap to Hypers already, so he does have the grip and Hypers does have the damage, but Photon, after qualifying on pole, has pulled himself back to 5th place after that one incident. As Andrew Seif, Rapid Racers admin and CEO, the Warhorse, the Spanish Warhorse, as says some idiot, does have the potential to win a future Rapid Racer season. He does finish very, very high up. He's also racing in a few other leagues. In his first other league race in Rapid Racers, he did win it. He says F1 2018 is his favorite game, and he is showing some improvement from last season as he is closing in on Gearx. Just dived under the 2-second mark as Monster sets a new fastest lap of a 1:42.74. Hypers in the pits right there, but Monster and Janab having a little bit of battle. Actually, yeah, it is Monster and Janab battling out for 6th. We're on board with Monster right now. He goes down the inside into turn 3. Turn 3. Oh yeah, you're the pride of Spain. There are so many Spanish drivers that I've lost count as Monster makes it move on Janab. Look easy on those super soft tires. I have a little bit of a mix-up with some names. He had a driver known as the Warhorse. But no, the pride of Spain, Andrew Seif. Thank you for dropping by once again with that little insight to our broadcast. But Monster and Janab leading out. We got a yellow flag. Oh no! Monster has hit the wall! Oh, tough race for Monster. So we're gonna go on board with Hypers. And you see that Alfa Romeo is parked in the middle of the track. Monster's car is in the middle of the track at the end of the castle section. Be careful on the exit. He's in the middle of the track on the exit. Don't know why the safety car is not being deployed. A little bit of a overview message for everyone as Monster has retired from the session after that wonderful move on Janab. No safety car is being brought out yet. I am very confused on why that car will not be despawned. To my knowledge, as Zimop is lapped by everyone, there's only 8 drivers driving around this track right now. It looks like a practice session, honestly. With a gas we're getting with 2 seconds, but some idiot is still gaining on Gearx. I'm going on board with Gearx going through this. Will he take this cautiously or not? I don't know if that car is still there. Cars despawn. Cars despawn. Track clear. I guess the track was clear and there was no need for a safety car with that one car going through. So the game keeping the cars just not there anymore. So thankfully that's not impeding anyone else's race, but Monster has Maldonado'd it.
Yeah, was not so great. I'm pretty sad right now.
We're actually joined by Monster right now. Monster, can you bring us what has happened into that situation and any other situations you had during the race?
Well, I think what was it? Fehler and Photon in the beginning got tangled, and I overtook them after turn 1, and that's what gave me a 5-second stop go. And that's what led me to get into the traffic behind Garrix and Path and some idiot. And then in all the conundrum of fucked up and braked like 20 meters too late onto turn 3, which should have like got me retired, but I survived with the broken front wing. I switched on to super softs, then I was hunting for fastest laps, and it felt great, and then there was the castle section. That's it.
Yeah, castle section is very dangerous to some drivers. As we had a few bits of we had Ipany's car not despawning after his incident going into turn 3. Did that incident involve you in any way, or was that just all Ipany?
No, it was like, I think 100 meters behind. For some reason my spider senses tingled and they braked a bit earlier than usual, and he just went straight into the corner.
Thankfully, you had some good senses. Hopefully you have a better race in Spain. Thank you for hopping by into the interviews for a mid-race interview. 4 laps to go. Any words you want to say before you head out?
Oh well, that could have gone better. But yeah, see you next week in Spain.
All right, we'll see you next week. That's a 9th place, so that's points. So we're getting back into the race. Silent Ace, it's some idiot. Battling for second. Silent Ace does have the switch and tire wear on some idiot. He has had great laps right now, and the pace to maybe win this race with 3 laps to go. Some idiot and Silent Ace just sitting 3 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds behind Gearx. Silent Ace looking to make a clean overtake on some idiot going through these narrow streets, trying to get a DRS move as we hear his beats of his gear shifter going off. Silent Ace trying to sell a dummy off that. Oh! Very undecisive on the brakes are these two. We see him gaining tons of times, losing tons of time. But these two guys, the top 3 are all in one shot as Hypers or AOR Path sets up the new fast lap of 139.759 as we see a car on the inside. I believe that is Z-Womp just giving some ground to Silent Ace. Some idiot and Gearx as they're heading into Maldonado. Silent Ace. Some idiot getting a very different lines. 2 different lines going through the castle section, but no, some idiot does come out on top in that section as Silent Ace trying to close that gap.
Hey, sorry for stopping the party. Some idiot will let him pass. Hey.
He's letting Silent Ace pass, or what?
Yes, he will let him pass. Silent has a time penalty, and he's sure he can keep the 3 seconds.
All right, thank you, the Pride of Spain, for that insight with Silent Ace, who does make the pass on some idiot. For a second, he does have a time penalty. I'm not sure how much, probably a 3-second time penalty, so he's looking for a 4-second gain. 5-second gain on Gearx. He has to make up 5 seconds as Hypers has a 3-second time penalty. So some idiot net second place as Silent Ace still in 3rd. But some idiot, knowing that he has a time penalty, just going to sit behind Silent Ace, maybe provide a bit of pressure as Silent Ace is trying to focus on Gearx, maybe force him to make a mistake. So that's what some idiot is hoping for as he is sitting in net second. So thank you, Pride of Spain, for that little insight with Silent Ace's car issue. But some idiot, never someone to surrender, will probably try and go down the inside at some point and maybe make a move on the straight. Probably send it at some point, but he's probably just going to sit his car right behind Silent Ace and just save those tires for the final 2 laps. Speaking of final laps, Gearx has got 20 laps on these soft tires. Those tires must be on the edge of their grip as he is losing so much time as Silent Ace is just gaining on him. So we see that wall of just carbon fiber all over the place. just littering the side of the track. Not affecting any tires right there, but the tire wear of Gearx's car is just insane, so we might have to keep our eyes on Gearx for a surprise puncture as Silent Ace is just gaining on Gearx 1.3 seconds. He has to finish 3 seconds ahead of Gearx to get the win. And 3 seconds ahead of some idiot who is just sticking to the back of Silent Ace like glue. But all eyes are on Gearx right now. Those tires are giving out. He did have a 2-second gain, 2-second lead, but that's all gone right now as this fresher tires of Silent Ace has brought that lead down to a second. And yes, Silent Ace is a second behind Gearx. As Gearx is going to have to look after his tires with 2 laps to go. So we have a yellow flag in Sector 1. What's happened there? I believe that may just be Z-Lump letting someone through. Into Maldonado we go. All top 3 of these cars in the shot. It's Gearx, Silent Ace, and some idiot. Silent Ace sitting in net third because of a time penalty. I have to keep reminding people that because I will forget it. Some idiot sitting in the back. Silent Ace diving down the inside, trying to sell a dummy on Gearx. We're almost getting white flag conditions. Here we are for the final lap. Down for the second to last time. Down the front straight. It's Silent Ace and Gearx battling out for the lead. Some idiot dropping back, just gonna watch the show. As we're gonna go on board with Silent Ace right now. Silent Ace must make this move as it's a white flag here in Baku. Silent Ace sends it down the inside. And Gearx trying to go for the switch back, but no, it can't do. It's now Silent Ace leading the race. Gearx is second with some idiot in third. We're gonna bring up the leader gap time. Silent Ace must be 3 seconds ahead to get that position for third. Silent Ace holding the inside line on Gearx. Gearx trying to close in on Silent Ace. Some idiot trying to close in on Gearx to make the move on the front straight. As all 3 of these guys are front wing to gearbox. Right now, Silent Ace trying to pull out a gap. Some idiot trying to close that gap. Gearx is trying to keep his tires alive. As I believe that, I thought I saw a puncture on his front right wheel, and you don't want to see that right here. The grip is low, but some idiot closing in on Gearx half a second behind. Silent Ace has to have 3 seconds ahead of Gearx if he wants this win, and he's sitting half a second ahead. It's going to come down to the front straight as Gearx closing in on Silent Ace. Some idiot just leading a little bit of room to Gearx right there. I'm on the leader lap time interval for the some idiot lap times. As Silent Ace rocks down the front straight, ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelts because here we go for the lead of the race. Silent Ace leading down the front straight. Gearx following just behind us. Some idiot down the inside. Silent Ace weaving around the front, but it's going to be Gearx that takes the win, followed by some idiot and Silent Ace taking third. What a podium finish for all 3 of these guys. As Assassin and Fulton going down the front straight, but Assassin takes fourth with Fulton in 5th. Fulton, after that front line's pole position start, finishes in 5th. Janab coming down the front straight, finishes in 6th, with Hypers finishing 7th, with Z-Lump finishing in 8th. But all the congratulations in the world go to Gearx as he takes the win here in Baku with probably one of the most crazy races I have ever seen, with that first turn wreck between Fulton and Feller. Monsters incident while he was in the lead. Well, not in the lead, he's getting up places up into the count section, and Ibanez crash while in the lead. Sides crash down in the final left-hander. But what a crazy race. Congratulations to Gearx. That's a first place for Mercedes and him. as he throws a fist up, as this is an All-American, as it's an American 2 and 3, but Silent Ace lifts up the, no wait, Gearx lifts up the, what am I talking about? Gearx lifts up the trophy in victory and sprays the champagne. Huge congratulations to Gearx right there. As the first different drivers of, I believe that was the first different drivers, but here are your podium. Here's your final results. It's Gearx taking the win, followed by Some Idiot with Silent Ace finishing out the podium, followed by Assassin, Photon, Janab, Hypers, Zwomp, Monster, Ipany, 2244444, Jan Feller, and Adersife coming up at the rear. Congratulations to all of you as we are going into the post-driver scene and press conference with all the drivers. We're going to transition into there and hop into the Discord where everyone is at.
Like, I'm grateful, but
Hello.
I know what you mean, Hector, because I that was probably the best chance I'm ever gonna have to get a win here.
All right.
Kinda so.
Congratulations to Gearx for the win.
Congratulations.
That was actually, that was probably
Congrats.
the most insane race I have ever seen from you. But congratulations to Gearx. Bring us through the race. And don't curse in chat, Melody. Come on. You're better than that. Gearx, just bring us through that race. How was that? How were your tires at the end? I thought you were going to have a bit of an issue. Just how was your race?
Oh my god, thank you. It was a long race. My tires were 77% at the end. I made a huge mistake at the very first lap. I damaged my front wing, so that's why I made my pit stop lap 3 maybe. After Monster's pit stop, I was surprised he came after me, behind me. Did you have damage as well?
No, I got a 5-second stop go because I overtook Photon while he was in the wall after turn one.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I forgot the accident after the turn one. I was lucky. I wasn't in. In the middle of the race, I was racing. I can't say anything apart from that. I enjoyed the battles. And in the end, I think I'm a bit lucky because of Silent Ace's penalty. But a win is a win, so I'm happy after all.
All right. Well, congrats on the win. Usually we save some in it as the best for last, but since he finished in second place on the podium, we have to interview him right now. So Some in it, congrats on a podium and second place. He said this was the closest chance he had for the win. It unfortunately didn't happen for you at the end. Bring us through your race.
Qualified, pretty decent, P7. Got a good start. Got extremely lucky that Failer and Monster came together like that. I was on the far outside, so I didn't even get held up a tiny bit by it. We moved up to P4 and P5 in Force India.
It was Feller or Photon?
Failer, yeah, I think that's what I said.
No, you said Monster.
Monster, well, Failer and Photon have it. But
Yes.
there you go. I don't know how to say this. I think I could have won today. I really could have. I just saved a tiny bit more of my tire life. I just ran out of tires at the end. Couldn't quite get to Gearx. Ran out of ERS because I was trying to push to stay within DRS. Oh, hell. I don't know. I'm lost for words. I never expect to be up there, and with just being within arm's reach of a victory at that too.
And more like a fingernail. That was 0.3 seconds.
I, I know. I'm extremely happy because the freaking podium. I'll take that. But I don't know. Just something missing. I can't kind of say for Hector. I mean, just missing that last little bit to get the win.
All right, all right. Well, that's 18 points for you. Congratulations. Let's talk to Silent Ace, who finished in third. How was your race? What do you have to say to that time penalty that unfortunately took away your win? How'd you get that time penalty? Just bring us through the race.
Well, how do I start from the race? Like from the beginning, or just like a overall summary? Because I don't even know where to start. My race was, crazy, like just absolutely insane. Freaking lap one, I got chipped front wing, so I knew I had to replace my wing whenever I boxed. So had to replace my front wing. After I replaced my front wing, I got held up a little bit, which was whatever. But I mean, still kind of. I mean, if I had been held up, if I didn't get that fucking chip front wing, probably would have won today. And I'm pretty salty, but like, you know what? I mean, I'm happy to be starting my points run with a podium and with a bang. So overall, I'm happy that at least I was able to prove speed and I had the speed on track and I was able to get first on track, even though the penalty put me down. But overall, I don't know what more I could wish for right now. I wouldn't say I'm on cloud 9, but at the same time, it's like crap. I missed out my first one.
All right. Well, congrats on the podium. That is points for you. Let's go to someone who started in 10th and brought his way up all the way to 4th. Unfortunately, may have had a little bit of an incident, but he did finish in 4th. Assassin, how was your race?
Horrible. Missed opportunity today. From 10th on the grid, I think there was even a chance to win that race. But gear shifter has been a problem on his wheel for a little while.
All right. Short but sweet. Hopefully it's better for you in Spain. Speaking of someone better, Foten and Feller, both the front row guys, having that incident into turn 1. Both of them are not here right now, so we hopefully will hear from them soon. Janab, you finished 6th and your first full-time seat here in Rapid Racers, and you beat your teammate. So how was your race? And also, welcome Rapid Racers full-time.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know, the race itself, nothing much really didn't happen. Like, everybody who wanted to pass me, I couldn't defend because obviously I had new pellets and stuff like that, so I didn't feel confident with those, so I knew from the beginning that I just have to try to finish the race without any incidents and see what I get. And yeah, P6 itself is a nice result, although obviously it was because of others crashing.
All right, Zimop in here. No. Oh, we are just joined by Feller. Feller, you sadly had a short race today, but bring us through that turn 1 incident with Foten.
Yeah, I just saw on the stream that you wanted to talk to one of us, so I thought just give it a go. There's not much to talk. There's turn 1, I had a better start than him, jumped him in turn 1, and then we somehow came together. I guess the game made much more of it than it actually was, and I actually had a chat with Photon already, and he said there wasn't even that much of a contact, and it felt very, very weird. I had just no chance to catch the car, and then spin into the wall. Front wing is completely gone, and then the race is over from there.
All right, well, hopefully Spain does better for you. Speaking of Spain, the pride of Spain is here. He, unfortunately, was the first to retire after that left turn. We heard about his incident after mid-race, but Aegisai, if you want to say anything.
Yes, I have participated in 2 seasons in Rapid Racers, and between those 2 seasons, I managed to not finish a single lap in Baku, so
keeping up the tradition of you. Yeah.
That's very, very good record. I was so disappointed with me because of the mistake I made, but I tried to stay positive with some idiot because I was talking to him during the race, and yeah, so happy with some idiot. I'm not going to say that I'm a genius or something, but at the mid of the season 2, I said that Geerks was by far the best rookie driver of that season, and now he's the leader of the championship. And also said that some idiot has potential to win races in the future. So both are being a reality now. So I'm happy. Yeah.
Right. Well, we're heading into the Rapid Racers home and your home of Spain. So anything any of y'all want to say before we enter our home race?
I want everyone to retire, and I won.
All
Catch
right.
me in P7 again.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you guys for putting on the best show we have seen this season, and hopefully we return the favor in round 5 in Spain. I believe that is next week. I am Austin Knight, or Wrights here, and we will see you next week in Spain.
Yeah.